Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play this game. Final Fantasy IX, I'm Serious JG. Last time I guess we were chatting with Dagger in the weapon shop and we heard different versions, so I didn't actually bother to go back and see what exactly we all said, but I did want to get back to this point here. Dagger. What are you looking at? Mimicking her head movements to mock her. Nice. As the shopkeep lady just stares at both of us. Zidane. You got a fever or something? Your face is all red. Are you wearing some kind of camouflage? Your camo index is terrible. It's nothing. I'm fine. You're acting strange. What? I get it. Change the way you talk. You're doing great. Thanks. I think I chose the tick pass last time, right? I did fine in the play, didn't I? You sure know how to fake it, or you were Ruby? Yeah, I thought you were Ruby. I'm a big fan of Lord Avon's plays. I've seen all of them. Oh, her talking casual is saying I've instead of I have. I've seen all of them instead of I have seen all of them. Gotcha. I Want to Be Your Canary is one of my favorites. Now I'm honestly not sure if I'm accidentally picking the same things I chose last time. But I kind of needed to end the video and it wasn't a good point to save, so whatever. Oh yeah? Is Ruby the young lady with the strange accent and the magnificent mahungahungas? Yeah. She's Cockney. Except she's probably supposed to be French. I don't know. Should I talk more like her? What? No. Everyone hates Cockney accent. You should talk like one of those proper ladies. She's really finicky about her speech. I'm sorry. She's really finicky about her speech. She always laughs at us whenever we try to mimic her. What? Finicky about her speech? Kind of might make sense, maybe? She laughs at us when we try to mimic her? Is she laughing because you're mimicking her and she's a good sport about having an accent? Or is she laughing because you're so bad at mimicking her speech? So you should just be yourself, Dagger. Don't try to become like, a snake or a big boss. I understand. Alrighty. Yeah, that's right. Alrighty is the casual thing everyone says when they're not nobility. Ha tee. We need to decide what to do from here. Will you go back to the inn? What about you? I'll head back soon. Alrighty, I'll catch you later. Good, you sound just like a regular village girl. I read your mind then. Crossing the border might not be so tough after all. Thanks, I had fun. Coming into your shop and not buying anything. She was a strange one. I talk like Ruby, I do. But older. Useful information. Think before equipping your new weapon and armor. Check to see if you are about to learn a new ability. It's up to you whether you equip the new item right away or wait until you've learned the abilities. But if you're short of money, please remember that we also buy items. Press that button to see detailed information on our product. Letha was giving me a hard time for not knowing what that thing is called. It's a touchpad, I know it is, but I mean, look at it. It's a rectangle with an arrow pointing down. I don't even know why they call this fucking thing a touchpad, because you can't use it like a proper... I've seen like 0 games where you use it as a touchpad. Occasionally, pressing the bottom left or bottom right will do different things. But mostly, it's just a big button in the middle of the fucking controller, and it's not a touchpad. For example, you see that our famous Mage Masher has an added silence effect. You'll need an... Yeah, like, because the Mage Masher is the only knife that allows you to cut enemies across the throat so they can't talk. You need an add status ability to use added status effects. Oh, that's a shame. I guess I don't think I realized that. Like, they have all these items like, oh, cool, this thing adds a status effect, but, like, you have to have... I guess equipping a Mage Masher doesn't just by itself mean that your attacks can inflict silence. Hobby info. Do you play cards?
Boy, there he is. The first number written on the card represents the card's attack power. The third and fourth numbers are probably defense power. I still don't know what the second character means. Press square. Play a game with me by Eve Subward.
Yeah, that's one of the complaints about the card game in this game is that, like, who wins what card battle makes no fucking sense.
Welcome. You've got mail.
Alright, so we already have all this stuff, by and large. We could get another leather wrist. Feather hats. Rubber helm, we've got. Leather shirt. Silk shirts are better. Bronze armor. So I took advantage of this trick off screen, so I might as well showcase it somewhat on screen. Because I had the same fact I'm using as I play through, I used while playing off screen to the beginning of Act 2 for a super grinding spot. But there is a... You're supposed to buy as many wrists as you can as part of a money-making trick later. So let's go ahead and do that. Because we can afford... For about half of our cash, a little more than half our cash, we can fully get equipped with just wrists. Because again, we'll need that for a trick later.
I'll just let Steiner be and go back to the inn.
Actually, I don't want to play cards with her, but I want to see if she sounds really excited about it. You want to play a card game? No. She apparently, like, put up a notice about card rules because she wants people to play with, but yet all she says is, want to play a card game?
I wonder if it can run and stuff.
Let's see if we can catch a peek of Dagger changing her clothes. Somebody in the comments was saying they really, because they do stress. Yeah, I was kind of noticing it, and somebody was backing me up. They do stress how beautiful the princess is supposed to be. They called out something I didn't quite realize, which is she's supposed to be 16. That probably, I think that is mentioned. I'm just not paying attention. But I mean, a 16-year-old being beautiful and that being stressed as part of the narrative is only creepy if the product is specifically seems to be targeted towards older people. Like, I always thought Final Fantasy games were aimed at people in their teens and 20s. And that's changed with time. I wasn't weirded out like, oh, Dagger's so young and they're really sexualizing her because, although, maybe I should be, but like, yeah, certainly there's games where like 14-year-olds and 15-year-olds are hypersexualized. So her being 16 isn't quite as odd. It also reflects an old tradition in the upper crust of, like, you know, the coming out party for girls at a certain age. Like, there's a long history of it being all weird, like, hey, she's legal now. I don't think this game is going beyond the pale in that respect. But yeah, it's weird how... why did I bring this up, though, in the first place? I think it's because the character design for her has, like, she has a built-in, like, butt cheek hugging pants. So I feel like the game's like, okay, it's not, the characters aren't realistic, and I'm repeating myself from a couple videos ago, because like, the characters aren't realistic enough for it to be really like, oh man, this is going to be like fantasy fodder for little boys. I think it's like, they're following the narrative conventions where in a movie or an animation with a more realistic style, they would have somebody super hot. So you're supposed to know she's super hot without hopefully like, you know, choking your chicken to Dagger. But, yeah, like, Tifa from 2 games prior, in a way that Rinoa and Dagger not so much, she's like a sex symbol, and it's stupid. Like, before the remake, where they could kind of make a more realistic model, like, she was a sex symbol for people. It was dumb. It was like, her breasts are bigger than her head, but she's still like, like, even for PS1 graphics, that was not a realistic character style. I should move back to this game. I appreciate... No, I should say thanks. Well, we don't know where Steiner is, but there's no way that she'd be in there talking to Vivi because Vivi got freaking kidnapped at some point. Choco, chocobo, choco, choco, chocobo. She's bratty, apparently. We don't have to work the farm because of them. So we run around all day being weirdos. Excuse me, I was just daydreaming. Your friend is waiting. Your friend Bobo. Bobo the Vulture. Still, there's a, I think they made a point of showing you this, because it's hidden, and then from that window view you can see, oh, I must have missed a chest somewhere. Did you wait long? Kept you waiting, huh? I asked Vivi to head back. He should be back soon. Oh, I should have tried to see if she could play cards, but I guess the game would have told me if she could. How do you like this village? Pretty different from the castle, I bet. Yes, the kids are very energetic, and there's so many things to see. Not like the castle, where children were incredibly lethargic, and the large, ornate historical castle had very few things as interesting to look at as, say, this hotel room. I've never walked around so freely before in my life. But, speaking of butts, you've got like real butt cheek hugging pants there. Where are all the adults? I guess the person running the weapon shop is supposed to be a kid? Hadn't really noticed. Oh, there's like two locations. I was following the facts so closely. There's two locations I should have gone into and just looked around where I didn't. Yeah. But the hotel guy is an adult. I used to see them tending the farm next to the village. But that farm is tiny. Wasn't there an old lady there? You saw an old lady there, so there was an adult. Yeah. There's something strange going on. There's something strange in the neighborhood. Who you gonna call? We'll leave once Vivi gets back. But what about Steiner? I'll give back that. I have a good plan for crossing South Gate. It's gonna be easy. They're not looking for the rest of us, so we'll just hide you. Also, I'm not answering your question about Steiner. Backflip on it. Forget about Rusty. Leave everything to me. Queen Bronze Steiner. Our man in Steiner Town. By one stack of duties, I'll complete. I imagine I'm not allowed to get back there. I'll wait your command. It's my job to clean the bar. Why are you doing all this? Sorry. Well, now that you have fair time, would you introduce me to some adults like your father? My father won't be back until nightfall. All the other men are also working. They don't come here during the day. So why are you open? Pubs are supposed to be a prime source of information. I won't get drunk on some steroids. Ahem, I need not ask an adult. Let me ask you a question. Hey, the little girl, is her dad at home? Did it go and leave you all alone? I need to know about what transportation method people use in this village. I cannot tell you the reason, but there is someone I must escort to the castle, and it is not to get that princess. It's just one of my freaks. Are you from Alexandria Castle? Indeed. I come from the University of Michigan. Occupied Queens, not of Pluto. I am Edward Steiner, captain of the Knights of Pluto, and master of the Steinerizer. He never had a move called the Steinerizer. There was the theme song when they were a tag team in WCW was Steiner Line, which I guess was like, but they never used to do like double clotheslines that I can remember. I think, let's see, Rick Steiner's finisher was the Bulldog, I think. Scott Steiner did a Frankensteiner, but I don't really remember that being his finisher. Like, I kind of don't remember what the Steiner brothers used as finishers as a tag team. But obviously, later in his career, superstar Scott Steiner used the Steiner recliner. Knights of Pluto, never heard of you. Oh. Well, if you're off in the castle, I guess it's okay to tell you. Please go to the observatory on top of a mountain on the outskirts of the village. An old man named Morit lives there. He takes care of the place while the master is away.
Cargo ship?
I didn't say cargo ship. I said he took care of the place while the master.
So that piece of junk brought to this village?
And she kicks him in the nuts for insulting the cargo ship. Through the bar.
Thank you.
Forget about us. Wait.
Yes.
Thank you for cleaning.
Nay, it is I who should thank you for your assistance. I must make haste. I am a time mage.
As it turned out, it didn't matter that we snuck into their mansion. But the kings were hiding something in their mansion. He's telling our exciting stories about being a thief. What's wrong? Am I boring you with my stories about robbing the kings? Yeah, you see, the kings had a mansion. They kept it on the outskirts of New Vegas. But we tried to bypass their quests for the most part. Sorry. Little, nasal problems here. Oh no, your story is very interesting. I especially like the part, But I'm concerned about Vivi. Why isn't he back yet? You're right. He is late. He kept us waiting, huh? I'm not worried about Steiner, but Vivi I'm not so sure about. Is it because Steiner can take care of himself? No, I just hope something happens to Steiner and he dies. Let's go look for him. Well, we got Dagger back in our party. Hit the wrong button there. Yeah, they get these little tiny portraits. It's not like Final Fantasy 13 styles where there's like full screen big pictures of folks that you get if you go and look at their individual statuses. One thing, and we haven't come across them yet, like, I'm trying to think, we got Aiko, who, you know, because we see little previews of all of them on the title screen, where they're associated with emotions like despair or loneliness, which is, I guess, an emotion. But, yeah, the characters in the first half of the game, other than Vivi's kind of a notable exception. He looks like a black mage from Final Fantasy, but like, what is a black mage? What would a black mage really look like in the real world, with like a complete empty black void for a face? No matter, like, there's no position that Vivi can stand in where the light will fall and illuminate a face. It's just two eyes floating in a void. But Steiner, Dagger, and Zidane, other than Zidane having a tail, and Steiner has what probably isn't a metal helmet. It's probably like a hat of some kind of, you know, flexible material that's just colored the same as his armor. That's like, so there's kind of a mystery of what's going on with Steiner's headgear, but basically they all were like, okay, you kind of have an idea what they're supposed to look like. The entire second half of the cast, I have no idea what the fuck they're supposed to look like. So I'm thinking ahead. I wish we had like full body high-res portraits of them, but the entire art style of this game, you'll see them as they pop up. I have no idea what a bunch of our playable characters are actually meant to look like. The worst two would be the Dragoon character we're going to get, and then the last guy to join the party. Well, there's a long time for before we have to worry about trying to figure out if they're even human. I actually know that the Dragoon character is not a member of like, there's different races who kind of seem to be different species. Like, we've seen the hippo people, obviously. But, yeah, The Dragoon character clearly is not supposed to belong to the same species as Zidane and Dagger here. Although Zidane's monkey tail raises questions, but he appears to otherwise be a normal human. So this is raises. So Featherhat raises. Hold on. Again, the Mage Masher adds silence, but I think you have to have a special thing equipped. Soak Shirts reduce thunder damage, which is actually pretty freaking important for certain fights. Oh, so he can use add status. Although right now he's not equipped with something that will do anything. Alright, so add status isn't that expensive. But it is kind of annoying that you get these Woppets, they don't actually do anything for you unless you're willing to put 3 points into add status. Meanwhile, Dagger just has not learned any passive abilities. At all. And she's got a bunch of... And I think this is here to... This is here to kind of make us wonder, I think. Scratch our head a bit. Because she obviously does not have enough MP. Like, even at max MP, she can't cast any of these summons. Not to mention the fact she doesn't have the summon command available yet. But I think it is kind of meant to be there for us to scratch our heads at a bit. Anyways. Excuse me, I was just daydreaming. Will you be staying? Okay, apparently we passed the night in the place there with the thing and the hoo-hoo.
Wait a minute. Last time I saw Vivi, he was standing over there.
I'm going to instead explore the stuff we should have looked at before. Ah! Why did you stop, Zidane? Oh, she ran into us. I'm the mayor of this village, and I look just like Hal. Who are you? We missed a dialogue by not coming here before Dagger was here, I think. I'm busy. Please leave.
I don't want to cause any trouble before we find Vivi. Let's go.
Okay. I guess we're whispering when we have these parentheses around our dialogue. That doesn't mean, like, we're just thinking it.
Did I hear a chocobo?
Damn it, game. No, I don't want to get sucked into this yet. There's a bunch of stuff I didn't look at that I should have looked at before we got Dagger back.
Vivi said he heard a chocobo here. Sniff, sniff. Is someone crying? Sniff, sniff. It's coming from the hole. Vivi? Zidane? Vivi, where are you? Are you underground? Can you move? They told me to stay here. Are you hurt? How did you fit through that hole? No. Don't worry, we'll get you out. We'll hurry, so stay where you are, okay? Okay. What's going on in this village? There's gotta be a way into the underground somewhere. Let's look for one. Okay. That's me being casual. It seems like such a quiet village.
Oh, here's the bar.
I'm sorry, we're not open yet. Do you need medicine?
Sure. And, we've got enough tents, because all I'll use them for is, get Can I ask you something? Is occasionally doing weird status effects to bosses. What are those strange patterns just outside the village?
Oh, the crop circles? I'm sorry, I'm really busy right now with my lack of any customers.
Do you want me to help?
Is that some sort of a trend?
Trend? What are you talking about?
Your weird friend? Sorry, we're not open yet. If you want medicine, I'll offer it to you. Otherwise, you can't come inside. You have to pull out first.
Sorry. It's alright. Menu. Pickles, 8 gil, vegetable stir fry, and pumpkin salad sock. Dried potatoes, 4 gil, but they don't sell alcohol of any kind at this bar. I didn't mean you to go over here. Oh, it kicked me right out of town. Okay. Let's try going over here first then. Isn't this obvious? It's a cool breeze. We will not go down just yet. I'm gonna need the key to open this up. It says Mayor's Key here. We received Ares. Oh, the Stellazario coins are a thing that I probably need to read up on some point, because they're just kind of really randomly hidden. Like they're the kind of thing. There's no, can't get near the treasure box or the windmill's turning. There'd be no particular way to know where to get the Stellazario coins. Yeah, see, I don't want to do anything wrong here. I feel like I could cut myself off permanently from treasures if I'm not careful. I think the mayor's still inside. Oh, these two rooms are connected. Okay. Alright, well, coming up on the end of a video, I think I'm going to check the,
Guess these days.
Yeah, you're kind of in the way. I'm trying to get to the treasure box that's, like, behind you. This used to be a farm. Why did they destroy the farm to draw those strange patterns? Well, they said there's a cargo ship. I mean, is that pattern represent, like, a landing, thingy-me-jigger? A landing thingy-me-jigger. Alright, well, we're going to call it a video here. I guess I should save, but I want to make sure I didn't do anything wrong by getting Dagger back in the party before visiting any of those places. This game is full of little ways for you to accidentally miss out on. Like, you're never going to, like, soft lock the game and make it unwinnable, but there's a million ways to just do things in slightly the wrong order, and thus you miss side story content or treasure. I'm not that worried about it, but I will check real quick before recording the next video, where I suspect we are going to need to find a way, whether we get Steiner back in the party first or not. We got to find our way to get underground. Well, we did. We found a ladder that goes down. That seems like a pretty obvious start. Also, Steiner was told to go investigate that mountain. So maybe we try to get Steiner back first, because I have a feeling Vivi doesn't appear to be in immediate danger, but somebody brought him down there, and they might not want to give him back. We'll follow up next time.